The first short track race of the season takes us to the last great Coliseum. Race number 4 of the iRBS season brings us to Bristol Motor Speedway. This high-speed, half-mile racetrack will provide some great action for these drivers and fans tonight. It's round number 4 of the iRBS season. But before the green flag waves, let's check out the starting lineup for Bristol. And leading the field to green will be the number 7 of Matt Larson. He grabs the pole here at Bristol, and Sean House will start on his outside in second. Nick Chubb and Brad Keselowski make up row number 2. In row 3 we have Kyle Patrick and Dalton Murdoch. In row number 4 we have Matt DiBenedetto and Austin Snow. Jackson Snow and John Lester make up row 5. Sonny Michelle and Will Snow will take the green from row 6. Row 7 belongs to Austin Terrio and Nick Andrew. Jeff Gordon and Leonard Smith take the green from row number 8. In row 9 we have Dylan Tucker and Matt Kenseth. In row 10 we have Tristan Beazle and Jake Fromm. Kyle Larson and Jake Swim start in row 11. Hank Smith and James Elliott make up row 12. In row 13, we've got Drew Larson and Luke Snow. Row 14 belongs to Travis Bell and Spencer McCormick. And rounding out the field in row number 15 is Water Cooler Bill and Tim Tebow. Matt Larson and Sean House lead the field into turn 3. Lights are off on top of the pace car. It dives onto pit road. And green flag, we're racing at Bristol. Pole sitter Matt Larson takes the lead on the green flag. Sean House, the outside pole sitter, settles into second. .75 lap race here at Bristol. 7 laps completed so far. And already we've got battle for the lead between Matt Larson and Sean House. Here's a little farther back in the pack. Lots of battles going on throughout this field. James Elliott getting by the 4 of Tristan Biesel. Just ahead of him, Will Snow and Nick Andrew were side by side. Here's Hank Smith looking to get a run on the outside of Matt Kenseth. Tristan Biesel falling back a little bit. Jake Swim has now gotten past the 4. And up front, we have a 4-car breakaway. Right now, these 4 battling for the race lead. Nick Chubb also up there in 5th. He completes that top 5. With Matt Larson, Sean House, Brad Keselowski, and Dalton Murdoch in front of him. Right now, it's the 29 on the rear bumper of that 7 for the race lead. Brad Keselowski looking to go high, find a way past the 29. Now back up front, side by side for 3rd place, Dalton Murdoch has gotten to the outside of... Whoa! That was close between Nick Chubb and Brad Keselowski. Almost some contact and nearly a wreck there. But they hang on, and Dalton Murdoch, in that mess, able to clear for 3rd. He has consistently been one of the faster cars on track these past couple of laps. Now he looks to hunt down his teammate Sean House for 2nd. Meanwhile, Sean House still right on the rear bumper of the 7 of Matt Larson, looking for the race lead. The 6 closing in. And these 2 drivers up front. Already 21 laps down in this event. 75 lap race, which will go by pretty quickly at a track like Bristol, a short track where these drivers are going surprisingly fast. The high banking allows them to go very fast through the corners. It's a lot faster than you'd expect. Completing laps in a very short amount of time. So 75 laps will go by pretty quickly here at Bristol. As long as it stays green, that is. But for right now, it's green, and Matt Larson has led them all so far. Right behind him, we've had a battle for 2nd. Dalton Murdoch took a peek to the inside of Sean House, but House able to fend him off for now. Matt Larson widening the gap back to 2nd. These leaders coming up on a bit of lapped traffic. We'll see how that impacts this race for the lead. You can see the gap between the 7 and the 29, couple of car lengths between those 2. Dalton Murdoch settling down in 3rd place and looking for the grip at this racetrack. A little higher line, seeing if he can get that momentum on the 29. Peek to the inside, the 29 with a block. Brad Keselowski looking for a bit of a higher line behind them as well. Trying to get a run on House and Murdoch. Murdoch way up high to the edge of the rubber on the bottom of the racetrack, and that line did not work. Sean House able to drive away a little bit on Dalton Murdoch. "30 laps have been completed. Matt Larson led them all so far, but he's still got a couple of cars hot on his tail for this race lead, and they are coming up on lap traffic. Dalton Murdoch still trying to find the best line to use to get past the 29 car. Nothing's really worked out for him yet, as the 7 is starting to back up a little bit. The 29 has closed the gap on the 7 of Matt Larson. Now, the 29 looking for a line to get past the 7. Dalton Murdoch trying a very high lane once again. And again, does not work. Does not get him the momentum he needs to make a run on his teammate Sean House. "39 laps to go. Now 38. And here we go. The battle for second. Dalton Murdoch has gotten to the inside of his teammate in the 29. And they are side by side as the front of the field catches lap traffic. There's the 13 of Tim Tebow running in the last position right now. Still side by side for second here. The 6 and the 29. Keselowski joining the battle in the 2. Murdoch looking for that run on the inside. The 29 hanging tough though. House doing a good job of keeping that momentum up on the high line. We'll see if he can keep it up and maybe clear that 6 car and hold him off. Still side by side is the 7 struggling in this lap traffic, stuck behind the 13 of Tim Tebow. And it looks like the 29 is going to clear Dalton Murdoch, and Sean House able to hold him off and keep his second position. Meanwhile, all the top 5 are now right in a line due to this lap traffic slowing down the leaders. Sean House will look to the outside, trying to find a line to get around the 7, and the 6 gets back underneath him. This time, Murdoch is going to have the momentum to clear him, maybe. Gets held up by the 7 there a bit. Does he clear him into 3? Not quite. And now Murdoch has cleared him. Dalton Murdoch into second as the 29 tries to make another run on the outside. Now here comes the 6 looking for the lead. Right on the rear bumper of Matt Larson. Murdoch gets to the inside through 1 and 2. This lap traffic not doing anything to help Matt Larson right now. He's just got to hang tough on that outside line. Maybe use the 13 as a pick. The 6 car still there on the inside. Now he clears him. Dalton Murdoch to the race lead. Now, that puts Larson stuck on the outside, battling for second with Sean House. Murdoch gets to the inside of the 13 of Tim Tebow. And now they're 2x2 behind him. At least they were for a second. Now it looks like the 7 is going to lose second position. And now in danger of losing third. Meanwhile, Dalton Murdoch takes over the race lead with 25 laps to go here at Bristol. The 29 of House has cleared the 13. Now he sets his sights on his teammate in the 6, looking for the lead. As the 6 gets to the inside of the 88, puts him a lap down. The 29 going to get to the inside of the 88 as well and clear him. Now they've got a little bit to go before they get to the next lapped car. Dalton Murdoch hangs on to the race lead for right now, but his teammate in the 29 is hunting him down. So we've got 21 laps remaining. As we look at the battle for 9th, Dylan Tucker on the inside of Sony Michel. Looks like he's going to clear him. Dylan Tucker moving his way to the front. Did not have a very good starting position, but he has found his way into the top 10. Currently one of the faster cars on the racetrack. As we look at James Elliott just outside of the top 10 in 12th. As we move back out front, Dalton Murdoch appears to be driving away from the 29 right now. But he's got some lap traffic in front of him. That first car in front of him is the 26 of Travis Bell, teammates to both the 6 and 29. They all drive for Spencer McCormick Racing. And now the 26 is a bit of a dilemma. Does he fight to stay on the lead lap, or does he let his teammates leading the race go and let them battle out the win for themselves? Only 15 laps remain here at Bristol. Sean House trying to close the gap on the 6. The 6. Murdoch has closed in right to the rear bumper of the 26. Looking to put him a lap down and hopefully not lose too much time to the 29. But the 29 is closing in now with the 6 stuck behind lap traffic. "13 laps remain. The 29 closing that gap ever so slightly every single lap. 12 to go. The 6 fighting to stay in front of the 29. 11 laps remaining for Dalton Murdoch. Now he has the 29 in his rearview mirror. Can Murdoch hang on to this lead? This might be his chance to clear the 26. Gets down to the inside. This could be an important pass for Dalton Murdoch right here, as the 29 of Sean House continues to close in with 9 laps to go. And that 26 giving his teammates no room. Surprisingly, they're still side by side, the 26 trying to stay on the lead. Lap contact between the 29 and the 6. Now side by side for the race lead. The 29 tried the high line. That hasn't worked all day, and the 6 able to keep the lead. And that was nearly a wreck as they both try to maneuver past the 26 car. A little too close there for the leaders as they come round past the start-finish line. 6 laps remaining. Dalton Murdoch leads teammate Sean House. Travis Bell trying his best to stay in the lead lap. 5 laps to the checkered flag. And here comes the 29 with another run on the 6. The 6 once again gets to the inside. 4 laps to go. Murdoch to the inside of Bell. Can he clear him this time around? Gets a good run on that inside line. 3 laps to go. And the 29 is right there on the back bumper of the 6. Still side by side. Finally gonna clear the 26 with 2 laps to go. Dalton Murdoch puts the 26 a lap down. Now a bit of a buffer between him and the 29. This time off of turn number 4, he'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Bristol. Murdoch has widened the gap as he heads down the backstretch for the final time. Into turn 3, plenty of breathing room. Dalton Murdoch takes the win at Bristol. Congratulations to Dalton Murdoch and Spencer McCormick Racing. Their first win of the season comes here tonight at Bristol. Here are your race results. Dalton Murdoch, of course, takes home the win. A 1-2 for Spencer McCormick Racing, with Sean House bringing it home in second. Brad Keselowski, Matt Larson, and Nick Chubb round out the top 5. Dylan Tucker worked his way all the way up to 6th. Kyle Patrick 7th. Matt Kenseth 8th. Matt DiBenedetto, a strong run for that part-time driver, in 9th. And Nick Andrew brings it home in 10th to round out the top 10. 25 cars finish on the lead lap. Everybody finishes the race. No cautions, but a lot of great action throughout the field. Travis Bell did not have such a good time. He actually pulled off the racetrack as the field was taking the green flag. So obviously something went wrong with that car. And here are the point standings after race number 4 at Bristol Motor Speedway. And it's Brad Keselowski taking over the points lead. Takes it from Will Snow, drops down into second. Sean House, Jake Fromm, and Matt Larson all up there battling for the points lead. As next week we hit the halfway point in the season, race number 5. Still a close battle for this championship. Lots of drivers still in the hunt for the title at season's end. But for right now, still plenty of racing left to go. The inaugural iFunny Red Bull Racing Series season. Thank you all for joining me this week for the race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Next week, we hit the halfway point in the inaugural iFunny Red Bull Racing Series season, race number 5 from Homestead Miami Speedway. That should be a fun race, but for right now, I bid you farewell. See you next week at Homestead Miami Speedway.